Good evening. This is Heather / Hetty from Twitterland, known as Alive in Me, and this will go also to Epilepsy Cures, and of course to my Facebook and my Ning account for epilepsy. And it's in regards to this appointment I've waited for forever, in regards to my third brain surgery that I've just been honestly, earnestly praying for and waiting for, because, just so many great, words came about, having it done after just such a, dreadful time last year when I was in the hospital. And then it just really got slowed down. And so once that happens, and then you're just like, wow, God, you opened the door again, because that's the second time. It was open big time in '08, but that was the second time, and it just really just got slower and slower, and I'm just praying, and I'm just doing my best, not to concentrate. And, I finally, just kind of had this like meltdown, and I got this appointment today that my, of course, husband was there. And actually, he's the one I need prayer for. If you do Twitter, he's at the word Flying Christian. And that's actually his name, Christian. And, just to give him peace, because he's gone through one of my brain surgeries. And he just loves me so much. He comes from a family that's just not used for, to Band-Aids, so it's big. It's just me and the family. I walk in and it's like a breeze. I just want to get well, because if anyone out there suffers, they probably understand why, fear is completely, almost, was really absent. It's just, you walk in and you're like, I'm ready. And I see the doors he opens, and I just have trust. So anyway, they have it scheduled for February 1st, and it was funny. We just had this long talk with my neurologist, who's just amazing, at the Mayo Hospital. I've seen him since '02. My first appointment was February 20th of '02. And he's just amazing, and he's seen me through so much, and I just get, he knows my jokes, he knows my humor, and he's like, I'm going to do my best to make sure that, I get my neurosurgeon, Dr. Zimmerman, get you an appointment as soon as possible. And I'm just like, I'm going to leave here and it's going to get delayed. I'm pointing to his monitor. I'm like, just get me in the hospital. Make me an appointment to have the surgery now. And if he wants to see me before it, then okay. And he's just laughing. He's just like, because he's like, I can't do that. I'm like, but I packed my bag. I'm totally joking with him, but I packed my suitcase. It's downstairs. I thought I was gonna come up here today. And he had this like sad face. So after this long talk about the ifs, ands, the buts, everything that they have to always present, and the way that we're gonna do this, it's the in-depth electrodes, of course, on pretty much all the sides, like I said. So we're gonna, it's gonna be, this attachment that they cut in. You take a large piece of the bone off, and then they place these in-depth electrodes, these stimulators, down deep inside to the brain, as opposed to just on top of the head. And it's coming on the left temporal lobe, on the, all from here to the frontal lobe, and right frontal lobe, and probably still drilling the 3 right holes on the right side, just to cover all bounds. I don't have too much activity over there, so they still may not. So we'll see, because they're looking more towards probably doing the awake brain surgery, which is really cool. He's so funny. He's always so nervous to tell me. I'm like, you need to be nervous to tell my husband. I'm like, just don't even tell him. And I like turn to my husband. I'm like, sweetie, no, it's the normal one. They put me to sleep and I come out just fine, and I wake up. Because the awake brain surgery, they put you to sleep in just kind of like a semi-asleep fashion. It's really interesting. But just enough that when they need to awaken you, it's enough so that you awake fast, so that what the questions that they need to ask you to see, is this okay, when they stimulate this part of the brain during the surgery too, that it's quick enough during the whole anesthetic part to put you back to sleep. Well, semi gonna sleep. And it's just absolutely just phenomenal. It's just amazing. And so it's just an amazing course, especially for the anesthesiologist to have to go through. But my husband just doesn't like that. So anyway, so I came across, of course, a couple portions of a psalm tonight from Psalm 34. And it begins with the first couple, and it says, I will praise the Lord at all times. I will constantly speak his praises. I will boast only in the Lord. Let all who are discouraged take heart. So anything going on, even if you're going through the same stuff I've been going through, anything tougher, that seems just out of this world, that's been just give it to him. Take heart. And if I move over, actually, to verse 15, the eyes of the Lord watch over those who do right. His ears are open to their cries for help. But the Lord turns his face against those who do evil. He will erase their memory from the earth. Continuing on, the Lord hears his people when they call to him for help. When you love him, when you accept, when you want to just call to him, he hears you. He rescues them from all their troubles. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted. Even when you're down, you feel like, there's no way he'd want to talk to me. He's close to you. He rescues those who are crushed in spirit. The righteous face many troubles. It doesn't matter how close you are walking with Jesus. We face many troubles. But the Lord rescues them from each and every one. Sooner or later in life, he is going to. And when I say that, it can take, a month, could take a year, could take 10 years, and it could take until we get there. But no matter what, these trials on earth are just, this is where there's not one person who doesn't go through trials on earth. It doesn't matter if you follow Jesus or if you don't, So that's why I am one who just knows he is the one who will take that burden from us. And he's the one who already had the plan, in store. And that's why each and every time has been just amazing, when it comes to the surgeries that, my second surgery was just phenomenal, all because of his prayers that I had. And it's just like, wow. And then to have this one, and, I know there's no way that they would have booked this. And as quick as, it just wouldn't have happened had I not been following Jesus. So that's where he just absolutely works wonders. That's where he's a mighty God, and I thank him for every, tribulation, every trial, every, issue it took for me to just shake and find out that, wow, I need to find out how to find him. So that's what brought me this amazing, just amazing love of my life, and that's him and my family today and all of you. And I just love to be able to share all my stories and to also hear yours and be able to reach out and help. So anyway, so it's February 1st that I go in, and we'll see how long, it's going to take that they, see exactly which area to take out, and then they take it out. And I'll have my husband keep you guys updated, but I'm so stoked that it happened so quick and the date set so quick. God bless you all. I pray that you all have a fabulous day and now night. God bless. Good night.